These are pretty much all the methods that you can use to generate clients with consistency. And if you need help with anything like... Okay, so this is how most filmmakers start off their freelance career. So they decide that they want to become really good at what they're doing. They start a website, they start their social media accounts, start posting on there, but then they expect clients to find them. And they think that simply being good at what they do is gonna bring them clients, this build it, they will come mentality. And that's just, well, you can rely on hope if you want to, but today I'm gonna show you 30 ways and places where you can actually find and get clients, how to get them, where to find them, everything. So let's jump right in. This is just an overview video to kind of just get your head started thinking on what's possible out there, and I'm gonna go into detail on every single one of these methods and tell you step by step what you need to do. So let's jump right into it. So first up, we have cold outreach. So obviously we have cold email, then of course cold calling. Some people also know about direct mail, which would be sending people packages or letters. But then a lot of people kind of miss out on all of these other options that we have nowadays, which would be Instagram, Facebook, and number 6, LinkedIn. Now, depending on your niche and ideal clients, you can actually go ahead and message people on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. LinkedIn really works well if you like in the B2B commercial space. Facebook really works well, let's say you're trying to get like a fitness gym owner on board. Facebook might be a good option, and obviously Instagram, everybody's hanging out on Instagram nowadays. And people kind of miss out on these social networks and direct outreach. Next up, we have warm outreach. So that would be number 1, reaching out to past clients. Then number 2 would be using your own network. So this would be anyone you know, because anybody might know somebody who needs video services. So you gotta always think about, does this person know somebody who I might be able to help with my services? Obviously, always tell everybody what you do so they can refer you. Which leads us to number 3, which would be referrals. And number 4 would be to actually partner up with one of your freelance friends. So for example, if you might have a friend who shoots weddings and somebody asks you if you can help them shoot a wedding, but that's not really your thing, you can send those people to your partner. And then again, if you kind of do commercials and your partner does weddings, he can send those commercial clients to you. Or if you're busy, if he's busy, you can flip clients around. And yeah, that's also a way to get clients. All right, so next up we have networking. So this will be divided in 4 parts. Number 1 would be visiting like startup events. This will be just as a visitor to network and get to know people. But number 2 will be actually speaking on events. So speaking. This can really help you become the thought leader and expert in your field. So if you go to any like local small events for small businesses, startups, you can be the master of video there, or whatever you want to name it. And then number 3 would be to actually host your own event. So obviously this is the next level to speaking at somebody else's event. If you go and host your own event, let's say just locally in your small town, you can do that and you can become the thought leader on video for the whole fucking city. And that's something you should really consider on doing earlier than you actually think you can. And number 4, I kind of put this into networking, but this one would be answering questions in niche forums or even Quora, which is a place where people can ask questions. Let's say you're in the wedding industry, there's a lot of forums where you can go ahead and answer questions and just become, again, the thought leader in your industry. So that's something you should really consider doing, like once a week, twice a week maybe. Just sit down, answer some questions people might have. All right, so next up we have content marketing. So this would be publishing content online on the social networks. So let's actually write it down. So first up, obviously we have YouTube. So on YouTube, so let's say you're in the wedding industry, you could do a video on, let's say, how to choose the best wedding videographer or photographer for your wedding. And brides are gonna find it, they're gonna watch it, and who are they gonna book? Obviously you. Or let's say you're in the real estate industry and you could do a video like how to capture properties to get those higher prices, something like that. And people are gonna come to you, find it. YouTube is a search network. People use it just like Google to find answers to their questions. And if you do the SEO right and everything, you're gonna rank and you're gonna get clients from that. Then obviously we have number 2, Instagram, number 3, LinkedIn, And number 4, Facebook. I'm just gonna put them short there. So you can publish content on there natively, put your YouTube videos natively on Facebook, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really pushing videos right now. So if you're on LinkedIn, I suggest you should get onto a video. They're really pushing that up in the newsfeed right now, just like Facebook used to do with the lives when they were new. You can publish valuable content there. People are gonna find it. They're gonna see you as an expert and they're gonna hire you if they need your services. So just stay on top of mind on all these social networks and then funnel people into your sales process and turn them into clients, but more on that later in other videos. Number 5 would be publishing blog content. So blog, just gonna write blog. You can also guest post on other blogs to get their reach. So if there's other big wedding blogs, you could do a post on how to find the best wedding photographer, stuff like that. Post it to other blogs, you're gonna get the traffic. Post to your own blog, you're gonna eventually rank on Google if you do the SEO right. And that's also another great way to get clients. And number 6 would be to create your own kind of product. So this could also be like a free course or something, like how to shoot professional looking video on your iPhone. Business owners are gonna Google it because they want to shoot stuff on their iPhone, but they're gonna see you and eventually they're gonna come out and reach out to you. There's all sorts of different ideas. You can make like a cheat sheet, 10 things to consider when choosing your wedding photographer. I keep going on to wedding, but you can apply this to any industry really. You just gotta have a niche, you gotta know your customers' pain points, but I'm gonna teach you all about that in other videos. This is just about how to actually find them and how to get them, rough overview. So let's keep going. Number 7 and 8 kind of go hand in hand. So that would be capture. So number 7 would be to capture emails. You can use like a lead magnet, like the product you have there. So that's hard words. Lead magnet basically means something where you can collect leads and that people really want. So any bride is gonna want that cheat sheet, right? So they're gonna enter their email address. That's where we go ahead and capture the emails, and that goes and leads into number 8, which is email marketing. All right, we have 2 more categories to get clients. I'm gonna try and add it here. So now I'm gonna add something called lead sourcing. So where are you gonna find those emails to email? Where are you gonna find those numbers to dial, and so on? And where can you actually find job listings? So this is lead sourcing. So number 1, kind of obvious, job boards like Upwork, People Per Hour, Production Hub. There's hundreds of them. I'm gonna make a video on, as I said, each of these methods, and in that video I'm gonna bring you all of the best places where you can actually find job listings. So that would be job listing sites. All right, that's number 1. Number 2, obvious, but people miss it, is Google. Just go ahead and Google that kind of business that you want to work with. Let's say you want to do fitness videos for gyms. Type in gym, your local city. You're gonna find at least 20 to 30 fucking gyms there. Just go ahead, type them all down. There's tools you can use to extract the email addresses from websites. Again, I'm gonna go into detail on that once I do that video. But if you have questions right now, feel free to just comment and I'll help you. Or if you need even more help, you can do a coaching call with me. But that would be number 2. Number 3 would be Yelp, because people still use Yelp, and there's a cool thing you can do. You can do like a search where you see who actually uses the Yelp advertising feature. So you can see which business is paying Yelp to advertise their business, and businesses who do that, they can definitely invest into like a little product video to get them new sales, because that Yelp advertising is just throwing money out of the fucking window, because there's no way you can track how many customers you can actually get from that, and they clearly do not see the return on investment there. And if you can communicate that right, Yelp is also a good option, of course. And number 4 would be Facebook groups. I'm going to do FB groups, because again, depending on the niche, you can definitely find clients there. Let's say you do product videos, you can go into these e-commerce groups where people run successful e-commerce stores with all sorts of products, and you can go in there, network, find your leads, do one of these methods or whatever works, and get in front of them and tell them how you can help them get more sales on their products. So that is number 4. Number 5, kind of the same thing, but that would be LinkedIn groups. I really cannot write, but excuse me, groups. Okay, excuse my writing, but LinkedIn groups. Again, there's a lot of groups for like small businesses in your local area, or any kind of niche, you just got to do your searching, do your niche research, know what you're selling to who, know their pain points, and you're going to be able to use LinkedIn groups as well. So number 6 would be niche forums. So this means any kind of lead bucket, which means any place where your potential customers hang out. So let's say, again, wedding industry, there's obviously tons of forums where you can log in, create an account, answer people's questions. And this is the case for any sort of community. There's forums for any type of person, and also for a lot of different industries. So if you can find places where your audience hangs out. So let's say you're looking for designers, you're gonna be looking on Dribbble, which is a site where designers hang out. This is like a really general example, but you get the point. So this is any place where your potential clients hang out. And now the last category that I have, which does not really fit on the board anymore, but it's paid advertising. So everything we discussed so far would be organic methods. They're all free. They require hard work, labor. Some of them can be automated, like the email outreach partly. But you can also pay to get clients. So this is where paid ads and digital marketing comes in. So I hope it fits here. That is our last category. And we have one would be Facebook ads. So this is Facebook ads, which will be any sort of in-stream ads where people scroll through their feed and then you see these little sponsored posts. But this is kind of interruption marketing, people call it, because you're pretty much getting interrupted scrolling through your feed. So it really depends on the type of client you're going after and the type of product that you're going to sell to know which type of platform you should be advertising on. So this will be Facebook ads. On the other hand, we have Google AdWords. So I'm gonna write down. So this will be Google AdWords campaign where you target specific keywords. Let's say videographer and then your hometown. That would be the keyword that you're going to target. And then you basically pay per click, just like on Facebook. For every person that goes on your website, you're going to pay a certain dollar amount. And it really depends on the type of keyword that you're going to target, how expensive that is going to be. But this is really, really, really broad for now. So don't go ahead and actually try these methods yet. So if you don't want to throw money out of the window, stay away from that for now. But I'm just telling you, these are options that are there, and you can pay to get clients if you know what you're doing. And then there's also YouTube. And this will also be less of an interruption. Of course, there's like an advert in front of it. You're not gonna like that, but the good thing on YouTube is people are searching for things. So let's say people looking for best wedding video or whatever. And then they click on like a really cool wedding video and you targeted that keyword phrase on YouTube. And then the bride or couple click on the really sick wedding film, and then you can put whatever message you want in front of them. That's how YouTube ads work. Kind of similar to Facebook and Google kind of combined, but these are pretty much all the methods and ways that you can use to get clients as a filmmaker and freelancer. If you have any other ways to get clients, make sure to comment down below, so we can all benefit from that. And if you have any questions on how to implement anything out like this, there's going to be step-by-step tutorials. Fuck my life. That's it for this video. I'm going to bring you much more value, showing you how to implement everything step by step. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message. This is what I do. I help filmmakers and content creators get a predictable system to obtain clients with consistency and to help them transition away from working project to project to getting those long-term recurring revenue deals. I'm Robert Zinky. I don't know how you pronounce my name in English, but I'll see you next time bringing you more content like this. See you soon.